Hi gang! In this video I just want to very quickly share with you some thoughts I have on why it's important to be willing to establish a personal brand and a strong social media platform as a storyteller. I want to very quickly go through the instructions for the 3 assignments in lesson 9, and I want to kind of go through a list of what I think are the most important writing takeaways for the course. And lastly, I am going to disclose the secret passwords, which you will then have until Friday to email to me to get 2 extra points for putting up with me in this video. Okay, so without further ado, personal branding and establishing a strong social media platform. Why is it important? Well, the overarching reason is that facts of life. We live in the age of social media. It's no longer enough just to be a brilliant storyteller and content creator. You have to, if you want an audience, you have got to be willing to promote and market your work. And the best way to do that as a storyteller is to establish a strong, authentic personal brand and to use it to in turn build a strong social media platform. So the main reason is to get eyes, ears, to get an audience for your work, for your storytelling. So that's, the overarching reason. Another layer to it that I just wanted to share with you, based on my experience as a freelance writer, as a journalist, as a blogger, as a book collaborator and ghostwriter, as an editor. My experience is that being willing to and being good at establishing a personal brand and building a social media platform. Another benefit to it is that it's a way for you to quantify your worth to a financial, your worth to a potential employer, your worth to a book agent, any kind of literary agent, an editor, if you're pitching a story as a freelancer. The list is endless. If you're trying to get some sort of backing or support for a storytelling idea that you have, having that strong personal brand and social media platform is kind of your calling card for getting that support, for earning that support, for convincing the powers that be, who hold the purse strings to give you that support. So just for example, for about a decade, I worked as a book collaborator or a ghostwriter. So basically, folks had really great ideas for books. They were expert in whatever field they were expert in, and they hired me to write book proposals for them, to try to, help get them agents. After they had agents, to try to help get them publishers, and after they had publishers, to ultimately write the book for them, with them. I was a book collaborator. Sometimes it was for them, but mostly it was with them. But anyway, the point to this story is that anytime we approached an agent or a publisher, the number one consideration was what kind of social media platform or what kind of platform does this potential author have? Does she or he already have a potential audience for the book? And this is true, like I said, of all all kinds of different storytelling endeavors. So, being able to walk into a meeting and say, look, check out my website, check out my blog, check out my Twitter handle, check out my Instagram, look at, the number of followers that I have, look at the robust social media platform that I have already established. Being able to do that is going to help you sell your idea, get that raise, get that fair paycheck, get that backing for your podcast or whatever it may be. So it's a way to, like I said, it's a way to kind of quantify your storytelling potential. It's a way to get compensated for the hard work that is storytelling. So yeah, so that, to me, that's the long and the short of it. It's important. I know there's this kind of myth out there that writers and storytellers, journalists even, sadly, that it's a noble, these are all noble pursuits, and they're done because for passion, because it's a calling. No. I mean, I'm not saying that they're not noble pursuits, and I'm not saying that they aren't, done because folks are passionate about it. What I'm saying is that the people who do the hard work, that is storytelling, that is journalism, deserve to be compensated fairly for their hard work. And ergo, having a strong personal brand, having a strong and robust social media platform is one way in this day and age, in the media landscape that we are all existing in, that you have a shot at being fairly compensated for your hard work. So, okay, so that's kind of my 2 cents on why it's important to embark on establishing a strong personal brand and social media platform if you're a storyteller. In my mind, that in itself is a noble pursuit, because everyone deserves to get compensated for their hard work. Okay, next up, let's very quickly go through the instructions for the 3 assignments in Lesson 9. You're all going to be so impressed with me, because I have actually figured out how to successfully share my screen with you. So check this out, guys. Badoop. Badoop. I hope you're all having a good night. I am filming this video for the 500th time because videos are not my comfort zone. This is something that I've only just added into the course this semester. You're all my guinea pigs, because I actually 100% believe that if you're taking an online course, this kind of interaction with a professor is helpful. So thank you for your patience all throughout the course in putting up with me and my videoing. My hope is the more I do it, practice makes perfect, and the better I'll get at it. And also, I feel like I challenge you all to go out of your comfort zones for the greater good. So I wanted to put my money where my mouth is. Okay, so here we go. I'm sharing my screen with you. Check it out. Check it out. Oh, there it is. hopefully. Okay, so personal branding and building a social media platform. As always, please read it all, watch all the videos. These videos are actually really amazing. Erin Winters is a fantastic expert in her field. She knows her stuff. So yeah, watch all the videos, engage with them. Bethany is also extremely smart and knows her stuff. Go through the notes that I've put together after the videos. Please read the different articles. There's an article titled How to Write for Different Social Media Platforms. One titled this article, Difference Between Social Media Platforms. Both of those articles are going to help you with the assignments below. So be sure you're engaging, you're reading those articles closely, even take notes. There is a section on how to write for Twitter, why Twitter is, you know, specifically being singled out is because for storytellers, for writers, Twitter is the place to see and be seen. I'm sorry, the place to see people and to see other writers and to be seen. And so there's this really great article here that goes over important tips for writing for Twitter. And lastly, there are 3 different assignments in this lesson. There's a journal, analyze a social media platform. You have to find a storyteller on social media, whether it be a blogger, a fiction or nonfiction book author, a podcaster, a journalist, a documentary filmmaker, a freelancer. So find a storyteller on social media that, in your opinion, has a solid personal brand and social media platform. And yes, I'm asking for your opinion, but I'm asking for your educated opinion. Educated by this lesson, by the sections above the assignment. So don't wing it. There's tons of different information that you should have picked up on and learned to this point. I want you to go back and use all of that information in your analysis. So, like I said, say your opinion, but it's not really, it's your educated opinion based on what you've learned in lesson 9. So in answering the questions, I do expect for you to pull in the different lessons from the videos, from the articles, in making your points. I do, as always, want those specific examples to back up your points. Do a good job. You're going to get some bonus points. You know how I do. If you blow me away, you get them bonus points. So there are 3 different questions you're answering in this journal analysis. You're describing their personal brand as, you know, as you perceive it. You're giving me a rundown of the social media platforms that they're active on, including their numbers of followers on specific platforms. And finally, you're telling me why you believe they are successful with both their personal brand and their social media platform. And you're basing your analysis on everything that you've learned throughout the lesson. Next, the next assignment is your personal brand as a blogger. So, for the purposes of this assignment, you are the blogger of the blog you've been writing blogs for throughout the lesson. So that is your identity. And as that blogger, you're going to follow the advice from the video above and establish a personal branding plan. So, of course, you must have watched the video above to be able to tackle this one. To that end, answer the following questions. What are the 3 words that espouse your core values as a blogger? And those are the 3 words you want your audience to feel. Please give a brief explanation of each of the words. Number 2, in the video, Winter says a good idea for personal branding is to focus on 2 social media platforms. You know what? I don't know. I don't think I'm going to go through every single item. I just want to challenge you guys to be sure you read the directions and the questions super closely, because that's, there's typically lots of different moving parts. So please be sure that you have a clear understanding of what is being asked of you. So yeah, in answering these 5 questions, that's how you're going to sort of come up with your personal branding plan. And like I said, for the purposes of this assignment, you are the blogger who's been blogging about what you've been blogging about in this class. The final assignment of the course, can you believe it? Oh my goodness, building a social media platform. So for this assignment, you will put into practice all that you've learned about building a social media platform. And again, for this purposes of this assignment, you're the blogger whose blog is about the topic you've been blogging about in the course. So just go through, answer these 5 questions. Be sure that you're reading the questions closely, that you're tackling all the different moving parts of the different questions, that you are paying attention to your grammar, your spelling, your writing, and I'm really excited to read these assignments. I'm always excited to read y'all's assignments. I'm not gonna lie. I love teaching this course. I think this stuff is super interesting, and I'm always super happy to get my hands on your assignments, but I think this one is going to be especially fun. Anyway, and finally, this is where you're going to turn in your second blog post tomorrow. Can't wait to check those out. Okay, dokie, smoky. Let's see. Stop. Look at, see, I did it, yay me. Lastly, I do want to just very quickly go over what I hope are the takeaways for you for the entire course, the writing takeaways, that is. So I am hoping, in addition to kind of now having a clear understanding of the media landscape out there, I'm hoping that you have all become better writers as a result of this course. And to that end, I'm hoping that you're taking away the knowledge that in order to write well, you need to pay attention to writing engaging leads, number 1. That you always need to be very concerned about making sure that you have enough transitions in your writing to take your readers from one idea to the next idea, that you are always filling your writing with specific examples and anecdotal information. Like I've said in the past, that is, when it comes to reading and engaging with storytelling, it's those details, it's that anecdotal information that just keeps pulling readers in, and that keeps them engaged with your storytelling. That you have an understanding of proper attribution and sourcing, which is very, very important. That you understand how to correctly place and set up direct quotes, and that you know how to write a well-crafted kicker. Remember, a kicker is the end of your story, and that's kind of what you're leaving your audience with. So you always want to make sure that you leave them with something thoughtful, powerful, and so that's part of writing, being able to craft a meaningful story ending. And last but not least, that you will outline before you begin to write, and oh my God, that you, dear students, will always proofread your work. You'll proofread it, you will read it out loud, you will read it to the dog, you will walk away, you'll go eat a bowl of ice cream and then come back to it with fresh eyes, and you will proofread it and you will edit it and you will revise it, and you will never, ever turn in a first draft. Okay, now, last but not least, here are the 2 secret passwords that you need to email me on Friday to get, okay, I'm feeling generous, not just 1, not just 2, but 3 bonus points. That means if you watched all the videos, that is going to be a total of, I think, 7 bonus points. So, first password. The state bird of Arkansas is the northern mockingbird. For number 1, or passphrase number 1, is northern mockingbird. Passphrase number 2, the state flower of Arkansas, did you know, is the apple blossom. How cool is that? So, 2 password phrases. 1, northern mockingbird. 2, apple blossom. Think state bird of Arkansas and state flower of Arkansas. Can't wait to get those emails. Can't wait to throw out those bonus points. Guys, I mean, I'm trying to stop saying guys for obvious reasons. Y'all, gang, it's been a wonderful, wonderful experience having you guys, each and every one of you in the class. And it's Tuesday. We still have a few more days. Get in touch with me if you have questions, problems, whatever. Just holler. Hope you guys are great, and talk to you on the internet. Bye-bye.